Good day, everyone. Ma'am Almario is here again and we'll discuss about the present simple negative. But this time, you will learn this topic in two very different ways. Okay. Try to apply what you had learned in the previous lesson and understand the examples. I really hope that you learned a lot from the previous lesson and you'll use it in our current discussion. First way to discuss the present simple negative is to learn about the present simple negative through actions. Action is a process of doing something, typically to achieve an aim, and command is giving an authoritative order. These two definitions are part of how we will make a present simple negative sentence through action or command. Let's see the examples that we have to understand. Can you read the example A, Mr. Bai?
Okay, ma'am. Tony, do not hesitate to answer my question.
Thank you, Mr. Bai. How about the second example, Mr. Burbes?
Alex, do not be scared to say what you want.
Thank you, Mr. Burbes. In this slide and with the examples, what do you observe besides from our main topic, the use of the word not? Any guess?
No, ma'am.
How about you, Mr. Burbes?
I am not really sure, ma'am. Is it that the sentence is not negative even though our lesson is present simple negative?
Impressive. That is kind of correct. Okay, let's see. We use the present simple negative not into a positive manner to cheer up the subject. We use negative verb like hesitate and scared to convert it into a positive word with the use of the not or the negative word. Next one. Example A. Trina, do not share your ideas with anyone. Example B. Lexia, do not interact to other people. Any observation with the sentences before I proceed to explain them? Okay, Mr. Bai.
Yes, ma'am. The command of the speaker is in present simple negative and is actually a negative sentence.
A very sharp answer, Mr. Bai. Thank you. Unlike in the third set of samples, the sentence literally became negative when using the negative word not. I used positive verbs and combined it with the word not. That is why it became negative, a negative command using present simple negative form. Before we proceed with the first activity, class, do you understand the discussion in the first way?
Yes, ma'am. I think it is easy to comprehend.
Ma'am, I
That's
think,
good.
yeah, I think I can follow the lesson properly.
That's very great to know. Thank you so much for listening intently. Okay, in this activity, you will make your own present simple negative sentence through actions or command. One sentence in positive manner and one in negative. You will have a minute to think about your answers. 1 minute starts now. Okay guys, time's up. Let's us check if you are able to create your own sentences. Can you go first, Mr. Burbes?
Yes, I can, ma'am. My positive command is Irene, do not belittle your own talent. And my negative statement is Silio, do not speak loudly. It's irritating.
Wow, what a good answer you got there, Mr. Burbes. That's both correct. How about your work, Mr. Bai?
Yes, ma'am. My positive statement is I do not hide what is my real feelings. And my negative comments, you don't know how to cook. That's lame.
Whoever you had talked to with your negative sentence, he or she really hurt badly. Anyways, your answers are also correct. That's very good and very fast of you two. Let's proceed. The second one is to learn about the present simple negative using realia. Can you read the definition of realia, Mr. Burbes?
Realia are real life things that help students relate new concepts and ideas to their own lives as they seek to make sense of them.
Thank you, Mr. Burbes. Realia are real-life objects that enable children to make connections to their own lives as they try to make sense of new concepts and ideas. This strategy brings the perspective of central text to life for students by using everyday objects during the read alouds. Let's tackle the examples of present simple negative through realia. The first one, Mikey always have his medicine kit with him when he goes out. The object or the clue is medicine kit. When someone needs medicine, he is more likely sick. So the composed sentence is, he is not a healthy kid, or Mikey is not a healthy kid. Next sample, Lainey lose a tooth for eating only chocolate and sweet candies. The object or the clue is chocolate and sweet candies. When someone is fond of sweeties like chocolates or candies, she is more likely to dislike the opposite of sweets, which is bitter or sour. So the composed sentence is, she does not like bitter foods and vegetables, or Lainey does not like bitter foods and vegetables. Last example, I always have my stress ball in my bag and use it when I experience panic attacks. The key object in this sentence is stress ball. And someone with stress ball and panic attacks have usually an anxiety or socializing problem. So the composed sentence is, I cannot interact with other people properly. Um, okay, before we go ahead with the second and last activity, do you understand this one?
Yes, ma'am. Like the first one, I can follow the lesson.
That's good to know. How about you, Mr. Burbes?
Yes, it is easy to understand, ma'am.
That's great. Okay, let's move on to the activity. Make a realia in present simple negative statement out of the objects that you will see. Okay, the first object is makeup. Who wants to volunteer? Okay, Mr. Burbes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my answer is she is not masculine.
Wow, impressive for a first try. How about the smartphone, Mr. Bai?
Yes, ma'am. I, I don't like old-fashioned messaging.
Your example is correct. How about the last one, a wristwatch? Okay. Mr. Burbes first.
He is not a lazy person. He is always busy.
That's a good answer. How about you, Mr. Bai?
Yes, ma'am. He is not a patient man. He always checks his watch for time.
Also an impressive answer. That's good to know that you learned a lot. Also, another great accomplishment, isn't it? Now, I am relieved that you truly understand what I am teaching you. Okay, here is a simple reminder for the both of you. Present simple negative is not always making negative sentences. Just like in the first way, where we did convert the negative verb into a positive manner. Always remember that, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And with that, thank you so much for having the both of you in this discussion. Let's end this with a picture taking for a documentation. Can you please open your cameras? Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Thank you.